Okay, g'day. Welcome back everyone to the 490 build. A lot of people have been asking me questions about what work I've done to the 490 and where I've been getting it done. So I've come back down here to see Bean at MX Engines in Capella in Queensland, Australia. So we'll run through a little bit about what Chris has done as far as the machining on the head and reboring the cylinder and whatever else we've done. So yeah, Bean, if you want to tell us a little bit about yourself, your background and what you got going here at MX Engines.
Jason. Been an engine rebuilder for the last 37 years. Primarily concentrating on motocross engines, 2 and 4 stroke. We do a lot of cylinder head mods for the Yamaha YZ490s, YT490s. They have the common problem with the swish area and angle not being correct from factory, so we correct all that up and give it a little bit better combustion chamber shape.
Yep.
And get really good results out of it.
So see, you got a lot of machines in the shop, so you can do facing of cylinders and whatnot.
Yeah, everything's done in house. Full tear downs, vapor blasting, rebore and honing, crankshaft rebuilds, cylinder head mods. Pretty much everything from start to finish. You either bring your engine in, bring parts of your engine in for machining, or even just wheel the whole bike in, and we can look after the whole rebuild.
So I brought down a vintage bike, the old 2-stroke air hammer, but I see that you do have some modern bikes in here as well, so you do sort of look after everything, not just vintage or 2-strokes.
We do pretty much everything from even early bloody pre-war stuff. Machining on old Harley cylinders, side valves, anything up to current model 23 models.
Yep.
In the 4-stroke range.
So yeah, if you want any machining work done, Chris is definitely the guy to come and see. So let's talk about the 490. So I did a little bit of a video there, put it up and posted it online. We're getting some good views on it, which is great. But I'm getting a lot of questions about what we've done. So originally I brought the bike here, I'd purchased it, I did one race on it and I had some issues with it. She wouldn't start. It was a terrible old thing to start. But obviously everyone's seen my other video since I brought it to Chris. I'm starting the thing in my thongs now, so, or flip-flops as the Yanks like to call it. So we just fired her up here at the shop and we did a little bit of a run out on the road there and, just to show Chris how easy it starts. But we had a tired cylinder, we had a tired piston, we had a leaky crank seal, we had busted reed valves. So Chris, if you want to run through what machining you did, because I sort of don't know the technical side of it there.
Yeah. So rebore and hone on the cylinder just to the next oversize. The left-hand crank seal we found was faulty, so we replaced that. When Jason came in, it was just revving high. Common problem, with a vacuum leak or an air leak. So we replaced that, rebore and hone on the cylinder, and then we did the cylinder head mods to it. Easier starting. We're not necessarily increasing the compression ratio. We're getting the squish in the right zone and making the combustion chamber a little bit better shape, which aids in easier starting. We're about to muck around with the carburetor and get it on the dyno this week and sort out the jetting side of things. It's a little bit fluffy on top, so
It is, yep.
We'll sort that out, and it should be a nice strong engine for you to go on moto.
So yeah, pretty excited. So I have taken it out since we did the rebuild just before Christmas. Done a club vintage motocross race on it, but the plans for this bike are dirt tracking. That's why I've got the trials tyre on the back there, but I am going to also do some vintage motocross. And yeah, first race was she's just breaking down a little bit up top, so Chris is hooking me up with a dyno run, so it should be awesome. So we've also changed the carb. We went from the stock carb to a Kean?
Yeah, we're using the Kean Air Striker. They are a Chinese copy. They're getting a bit of flack online. But, we've used a bunch of them, and we swap all the jets out, the good Japanese jets, and the Suzuki needle and getting really good results out of them. So yeah, nice affordable option
So
for a carburetor replacement.
when I brought it back after the first rebuild, I was still having heaps of issues trying to jet it. Chris hooked me up with this carby, jets in it, everything sorted straight away, put it on, and it was literally a bolt on, kick it, 2 or 3 kicks and fire it up. And you've seen the other video, the bike runs mint from low to mid and just getting into the top, but we're going to play around with the jetting a little bit more and fine tune it on the dyno so we can get a little bit more top end there. So yeah, so if anyone wants to get in touch with Chris, what's your phone number and address and whatnot?
Address Unit 12, number 30 Smith Street, Capalaba in Queensland, 0439 389 152, or alternatively info@mxengines.com.au.
Excellent. So we're going to put her on the dyno this week. We'll try and get some video of that, but it's going away to do that, so I'll be back at work next week. But I will do a follow-up video with Chris after I've got it back from the dyno and put it back on the track, and we'll see how it goes. So thank you very much. Any questions, hit us up. Any questions on Chris's work, give him a call, hit him up. Highly recommended. Cool. Thank you.
Jason.